just about to kick off, bro.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Block now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Yeah, like he got had to steal out here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It was happening when I was playing the Bills, yeah.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
I hope I gotta play the Bengals this year.
Oh, freaking.
They'll try and run for it with
Bama.
Lindsay, but he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he goes down, but not getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Scared on that one.
60 or. Squeeze, double up. Hey, shoot.
Block now on first down. This is caught by Williams. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Locke, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I got Correa.
Who you get?
After the touchdown,
Correa, my left outside linebacker. He a star, though.
Is he a star or a superstar?
It's the star, regular star.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
When they go up from star, and then you got to bring star to a superstar. I don't think they can just jump straight from normal to a superstar.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's track. Do. We two jet bombers. Kill. Ready?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Hey, brother, what's McCullough say something to you about you training?
Who?
The nigga I be hanging with.
Which one?
That be smoking with. What's McCullough with?
What, Los?
Yeah. Man, he was like, he don't know why they had you training over him. Like,
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
That's he's supposed to be happy for me. That's crazy, yeah.
That resulted in 7 points
I'm
in the
pretty sure he
7-zip
happy
lead.
for you.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing to me, yeah. I said what's up to him.
I know it ain't nothing against you. He was just like, they still got him low and that what he been through.
Oh.
Instead of giving him the breaks,
start out here, 2nd and 11.
Giving everybody else the breaks to him. Yeah. See where he coming from. Q is right about that love card. He is what he had.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Offense run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. Hey, Charlie. Big grip. Big grip.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure. Right.
Yo, why is he not running?
Off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Your man wasn't running.
This nigga stuck on the line.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
Oh, he fumbled, though. He's supposed to fumble.
First down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Trying a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got it. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, Sam on. Let go.
Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a
You know
better
what I like
cover
about this
guy
league,
to
though?
or
the time
you make
they
sure you
got
have
in
more
this
people in his general area wherever he
I'm
lines
back.
up to at least try and
He came
discourage
back
them
on.
from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And
What?
he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, you do got hella time to come back.
Oh, yeah. You done see me come back from like a 3-touchdown deficit one time.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me, zipper.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? AP Gator. Check in, check in. Coming to you, coming to you. Now.
From the 24, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Leo.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings us in all the way back inside the 20.
But the ball bounced off this nigga helmet.
Them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot.
Dude, when I threw it, he shouldn't even got the ball out of his hands. I ain't even gonna lie.
I ain't see all that.
Hey, lock it. Get in the weight room. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Let's go now. Nate Reed.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Check. Undercrush. Shit.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Motion out of the backfield.
Hey, Haywood. 34.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Tennessee. Hey, Foxtrot. Gone.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo!
Running from the gun with Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And into the end zone for Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, lock. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Really dropped.
Time there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Definitely should have possession that one. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's another thing. When I be possession catching it too, I don't be trying to drop sometimes. That's some phony stuff.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Rock now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Watch the twist. Recon 132-5-2.
They'll run here with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more. Pass
like how they just
and he's got it across the 50 to the 47.
the whole defense on the line.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Oh, your whole defense,
I didn't even do that.
He's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So good.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on first down is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Flush to his right. This is the tight end Fant.
Oh.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in
Get
Orlando.
him.
He'll have stats and
Hey, yo.
scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy here sometimes. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Think that came
We can
off
talk
of that.
all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
54, right there, 54.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Locke now on 3rd and goal.
Seen it.
Oh,
Williams for a
he
deep
did see it.
touchdown.
Surprise.
Preston Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in
First
front.
touchdown. Yo, the dude who
This
had
is
this
point
play
after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
You look at DMV. I'm glad you threw that
And
one
this
for
will
me.
not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for
So
a
you threw that
touchdown.
one for me. Yeah, should have picked that. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That shit should have been an interception.
I'm saying, hey, yo, like, come on now.
I ain't even put no arc on the ball. Just held it up. That's it.
I was covering both of them, yo. It's crazy.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the ship.
Leo.
Watch the ship.
Hey, seam six, now.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yes. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Cool.
I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all.
The only nigga make plays in the game.
Find it.
90 fucking something jump.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down.
Shit.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Got some room at the 30.
Yeah.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 81 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's bring rock it.
Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Mike with you on. Look, squeeze. Go.
Here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
You ready?
50 wants the mic.
He don't know no better.
Check safety.
Topper.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Snap.
3rd and 2, Tannehill.
Of course he got
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. We're kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board. I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Block off of play action. And he's taken down, but not before
this nigga got tackled and still got the ball.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
6-man. Check curl.
Ready?
Here's Locke to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey!
Hey, check Mike 45.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kamale Correa gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Down. 70. Indy.
Night, sweetheart.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this one is right down the middle. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Bravo!
Tannehill now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check back 34. Mike. Yep. I got you.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the
snap.
Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Check 99, check 99.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
In your face. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Get it.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Smith. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
54. Mike 54.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Go.
From the 38, Lock.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 32-yard line.
60 outlaw.
34. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back
game,
through,
bro.
but this remains
I
a
schemed a little bit
deficit.
better this time,
In the
bro.
grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a whole different game. Running back gonna be having it way out here. I ain't expect my team to play so good. They don't never play this good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game.
Probably was gonna hop on 2K. I don't know.
And then we go ahead and think about how we're
Got
going to
my
leave
mind
here
up,
and get to the airport. And a lopsided blowout.
Why do they keep switching me to the corners, yo?
The pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game
Supposed to be
moves
the
along?
closest person.
Burst seems just
Right.
as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone
That's
put
all right.
a lot
I
of
ain't
time
even tripping.
in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nah.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey.
I've never had my team play this good. Never had Lindsey run this.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played.
I'm still working on some defense shit with this team.
Yeah, I know.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the fire.
A lot going to throw it here. The loose pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I can't throw another pick.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
I got most of my blitzes down packed. I just working on my coverage and all that.
I added a couple.
That's what I need to do because I'm tired of just looking at the same ones and then trying to mix it up.
Yeah, bro,
Not really working.
I fucked up and kept that, you know, that two running back shit in. I had two running backs set out of the pistol.
I think so.
With the two running backs in the backfield. Yeah, I scratched that shit. That shit was dumb as shit. I don't even know why I was even trying to do that shit. Now I've been playing people that play, but I don't have to.
Shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right.
Bro, what is he doing?
And he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
I think it's this controller. It can't be though. Nigga just stop and pump fake the ball at the ground. Some whole other stuff. What is he doing?
Go. Hey, exit.
Now Tannehill.
Yo.
And a pressure gets
I got the ball off. Fuck that.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
They wanted me to hold Henry to 50 yards. I already knew I could.
Need something from deep in the tricks here after first
I was like, wait.
Down, went backwards. It's third and very
50?
long.
50 yards, nigga. No touchdowns. I'm like, what the fuck I think of him?
Under pressure again.
Seeing that coming up.
Goes again.
Already.
Offensive explosion.
We're gonna get it again. I know we're gonna meet again fucking in the playoffs either this year or next year.
Put those points up every week and just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.